respected Chancellor of Riva University, respected M.K. Sridhar Sahab, Vice Chancellor Sahab, dignitaries, other dignitaries on the dais, Professor Maitri, academicians from various institutes of India, and fortunately we have participants from Sanskrit Promotion Foundation and Rashtriya Sanskrit Vidyapita. So on behalf of AICTE, first of all I welcome you all for participating in today's workshop on Bharatiya management. Now, Professor Sridhar is we have academic boards in our AICTE, and Professor Sridhar is an active member of that academic board of AICTE. Then in one of the meeting, he gave that idea that most of the institutes in India, whether it is IIMs or other prestigious private management institutions, they are spending lot of amount in case studies. I was even not knowing that thing because I am not from the management background. So when we discussed, I was attending that meeting, we came to know that we are spending lot of money in case studies. Then he gave that idea. It was his idea only that we should have Indian case studies, Bharatiya case studies in management. And we immediately started working on this idea. Before coming to some conclusion, we should have discussion, deliberations among the stakeholders, among the experts, before some output out of that is we expect. Now, so we thought that we should have some workshop. So this organization CESS, they came forward and they submitted a proposal to AICTE. AICTE accepted that proposal. Similarly, we got another proposals from IMA. They also gave some proposals for conducting workshops. We also make partnership with such organizations, and we are conducting such workshops. And this workshop, I can see the gathering and the experts, those who are already working in Bharatiya management, they are here and their views are very, very important. Probably today's discussion on Bharatiya management in this workshop will definitely come in the form of a report, and as AICTE, as a national body in technical education, we will think over that how we can move forward. We will take advice of experts like you, and this Bharatiya management concept can be, or case studies can be implemented, or such cases can be written in India also. Now, this was related to the case studies. AICTE also revised the curriculum of model this management this year. This concept was also introduced in the model curriculum. There are some papers on Bharatiya management in our model curriculum. That curriculum was prepared under the chairmanship of Maitri Sahab. Professor Maitri is here, and that was implemented last year. And most of the management institute, those who are AICTE approved or not approved, they are following this model curriculum. When we say the model curriculum, we are not expecting that any institution must follow 100% model curriculum out of that. That's why it is a model curriculum. But that is a guiding force. You can have your own curriculum, your institute can have different curriculum, but that is the guiding force. You can make changes which are suitable to the need of the institute, which is suitable for the need of the region, and expertise also. So this is freedom is there. When we say that AICTE have a model curriculum, that is not, we are not forcing this model curriculum on any institution that you must follow that model curriculum. So you have ample freedom. You can add courses of your expertise, requirement of the region in that model curriculum. Apart from that, AICTE is also granting funds for doing research in such areas. Now, I request all the faculty members, those who are from the AICTE approved institutions, that they should submit their proposals. Now, what you have discussed here, you can make a proposal out of that, and you can submit these proposals to the AICT very soon. An advertisement on this is going to come in national dailies, and you can apply. Definitely we will give priorities to the proposal on which are on Bharatiya management. Another thing I would like to share that with you is that yesterday AICT has come out with a notification that gives autonomy to the PGDM institutions. That is for the PGDM institution that we call AICT's graded autonomy notification. Those who are the well performing institutions, they will be given autonomy like UGC has given to the universities. On the same pattern, we have given the autonomy to the institutions. Not only that, we have also come out notification yesterday for starting courses, management courses through distance mode also. There was no notification or no provision for the distance education in management. We permit distance education in management as well as computer application and travel and tourism. These are the three areas where AICT permit this distance education. So we have come out with a notification for standalone institutions, which are PGDM institutions, as well as for the deemed universities. So these two, because we are regulating deemed universities as well as PGDM institutions, so those they can start, those who have the quality, some parameters are there. If your institute is following these parameters, they can come out for the proposal for starting distance education in their institutes. So these three notifications yesterday we have announced. They are available on our website. Those who are from the academic institutions, they can take benefit of these three notifications. So my point for sharing these notifications with you was that we are giving all freedoms to the institutions to do the things they want to do on their own way. But our expectation is that they should maintain quality. Quality is the important parameter. If your institution, they are maintaining quality, they are NBA, NAC accreditation, or they are in the ranking, NIRF ranking, so they are getting benefits of autonomy. Apart from that, AICT has also taken several initiatives, whether we call it teachers training or perspective plan, or we call it hands-on part. We are more emphasizing on the hands-on part of the student. We don't want that our students must sit right from the morning to the evening in the classroom. We want that they should come out from the classroom and they should see the world, what is happening, what are their problems. Our management institutions, they should go visit the nearby villages or the societies where they can go, and they should understand what are the problems. They can prepare a plan for that. So this is their internship also, we can call in some words. So my appeal, my request from the teachers is that don't force the students to sit right from the morning to the evening in the classroom. Involve them in different activities, give them free space so that they can think differently, they can do differently, and so that they can contribute in the nation development in all the ways. With all these words, once again I thank you all for coming to this place and taking part in 2 days conference which was on Bharatiya management. And I also thank Rewa University for hosting this workshop here in Rewa University and providing all the facilities. They have excellent facilities here. I have visited, before coming to this place, I was visiting all the places in the university. They have the best facilities available here. I have visited several universities, but some of the facilities, they are excellent. And if you have time, you must also visit such facilities. You can also be benefited by seeing all such best facilities, and you can definitely take advantage and incorporate such facilities in your institution. With all these words, I thank you again. Thank you very much.